Hey guys, welcome back to Skytania episode 47. So in the last episode, we automated Elven Trade, and we set up a little mana train to get mana from our main generation area over to the rest of our stuff, the Terra Steel guy and the Elven Trade portal. So I wanted to show you a couple changes I made to the system. So it seemed like mana was just being wasted. I couldn't figure out where it was going for a little while. So I read the Botania, and it seems like this guy, the mana pump, pulls out really, really fast. So if the mana pool is full and loses even the slightest bit of mana, it's going to drain this cart way faster than what it needs to. And when it has nowhere to put the mana, it's just going to void it. So we were getting tiny little losses that ended up in huge voids. So, since we have 3 inputs over here, I decided to make a third input over here. So, I've got a green signal, and that comes over here. And if green is above 10, in other words, if our pool is, 2/3 full, then we want to stop this guy. So now, the only condition we care about is if A, B, and C are all off. So if the pool is too full, don't go anywhere. If we have mana drain left, don't go anywhere. If you see the minecart, don't go anywhere. So that took care of that problem. Now I did try to put a dominant spark on him to speed the process up, but it drained all the mana out of all the pools, and that didn't work out so well. I think it probably would work, but I think there's another problem in that it looks like this guy might be able to see that guy. So, it says he can't, but I saw some stuff he was doing. So, I don't know, I could be wrong. But it seemed like when I had a dominant spark, it drained this pool, because this pool is at 15. He's at an 11 now. I don't know where that 4 went. I did not use 4 of mana after I found the problem. So I don't know. And I've been AFKing for about a half an hour, and he's still at 11, so it's not some kind of passive drain. So it's not the Elven Portal. I'm not making Terra Steel. I wasn't doing any more Elven Trade, so I don't know what happened with that. I thought it was the Dominant Spark, but I'm not 100% sure. So I don't know. I did set up the Terra Steel automation too, so it's basically the same system. We've got the dropper into an open crate from a ender chest. We've got a hopper hawk over here picking up only Terra Steel, so that works out pretty well. I put Solignolias here and here. I couldn't find one that would fit both ranges, so even in the center here, it's not quite enough to go over here or all the way over there. So that's fine. I changed this guy to a diluted mana pool and put a spark on him. So, special spark from here will feed him. Not too much though, just a little bit. So we'll keep him full. And I have a lever over here that makes this guy stop. So, if he's receiving a constant redstone signal, he won't pulse, even if the timer clicks. So, that's how we're turning that off or keeping it off for when we don't want it on. And I did change this to a vacuumulator, and the reason is that I couldn't filter all these flowers with a hopper hawk, at least not with one chest. But with a vacuumulator and the mystical white flowers with ignore metadata, everything worked out. So I've got all these flowers. Oh, that brings up one more thing I had to change. This vacuumulator also needed to use metadata, because I was auto-crafting pixie dust and elementium, which are the same block type, and it wasn't getting it all. And I'm like, are you being lost somewhere? But no, it's just that the vacuum was picking it up before it went to be Elven traded. So, alright, that's pretty much all the changes I made, I think. So, one of the problems we're running into is not having enough gravel. We are just not keeping up. We're turning gravel into flint. Yeah, and then flint into gunpowder. And there's also a recipe you can use to transmute cobblestone into sand. So I'm also using the alchemy catalyst to get us more sand. So basically, we get our TNT entirely from cobblestone now. Which, it's okay. I was monitoring the outputs, and it does seem to be net positive, so we aren't losing mana as far as I can tell from doing the transmutation. So I guess we're okay. We're getting enough back from the TNT generation. So that's cool. Alright, so what else do we want to do? But whenever I run out of gravel, which you can say I want to do again, I think I had 400 a minute ago, and I'm down to 265. Yeah, and I started with like 2,000 when I started recording, so the gravel just gets dumped over and over again. And the only automated way to make gravel is either an auto hammer or the pulverizer. So we really need to do something about that to get them a little bit better. So I think it's time to upgrade to the resonant tier. Let's try making him as fast as possible, and if that's not fast enough, we might make another pulverizer. I don't know. We'll have to see about that. So, yeah. Let's see if I ever told her how to make signal. I think I told her how to make signalum. Yeah, I can make signalum. It needs to be able to make enderium as well. And that, I'm sure, doesn't know how to make. So, let's see here. Enderium. So that's going to be induction smelter of enderium blend and sand. So let's get that going. Not red sand. Let's use the regular sand. There we go. That will get that. And then we need to make a recipe for enderium blend, which is going to be this. So there's pulverized lead and pulverized platinum. Now, we've been cooking up all of the pulverized stuff. However, you can put this into a pulverizer with the crafter, and it will hold on to that and won't put it back in the system until it's done with it. So you can still repulverize it, and if it uses it on demand, it won't recook it. So we can do that. Maybe it's silly, but I want the ingots mostly, because you can have the ingots in the drawers and have them auto-crafted into blocks and nuggets. That's just nice. So, only thing left to do is get recipes for those. Lead and platinum. So, let's see here. You're going to be a processing recipe of this. And then you are a processing recipe of this. And then you are going to be for the fluid filter. And we need to know how to get resonant ender. So how do we do that? That's going to be, yeah, magma crucible of ender pearls. So there are all the recipes, I think. So here's for the magma crucible. Fluid transposer. And let's see here. You are induction smelter, which I'm not seeing right now. Here it is. And then you guys are the pulverizer. So you can see that when I did the signalum, I've got the pulverized stuff for the signalum in here too. So it does work. And then you are just a regular crafting recipe. So, can we make an enderium ingot now? A lot of stuff to do, but it should work out. Let's take a nap real quick while I wait for that to get done. Switched from beet juice to carrot juice. It's the same basically, it's just I had more carrots, I was running out of beets. I got lots of food, so we're not worried about food. But I want to preserve my auto food for a Gormrillis in a little while. So, yeah. Got lots of carrots right now. Did our enderium come in? Yeah, it sure did. Alright, so let's get the rest of the upgrades. So, where does that leave us? We need we need Signalum upgrades, which require cryothium dust. I didn't realize that. We'll have to make that too. Requires electrum gear. Can we make electrum gears? No, we don't know how to make those yet. Okay. Let's get a pattern for that. Let's add you to the list. Okay, that should be everything that should be everything for you. As far as you need that, which requires pyrotheum and aluminum gear. We don't know how to make aluminum either. So how do you make aluminum? We'll have to get aluminum blend again. Alright, so there's a whole new thing we gotta make. So aluminum is not red sand, just the regular kind. And then we need to know how to make aluminum blend. Okay, which requires pulverized tin. So we need to know how to make that as well. Do we already have pulverized tin? No, we've got yeah, copper, tin. So, iron, gold, copper, tin, silver, lead, nickel, platinum, and then we'll make more, I guess. I don't know. Okay, so what else? You are induction smelter recipe. So there's the aluminum. You guys are all crafting recipes, aren't you? Okay. So, you know how to make aluminum blend. You know how to make energized glowstone buckets. You know how to make energized glowstone? You have a bucket of it. Yeah, you can make that. You can't make those, though. Okay. So, that's a processing recipe. There we go. That goes in the fluid filler. Alright, so is that everything? That might be everything. Let's make a resonant upgrade. Missing 4 aluminum blend. Didn't I tell you how to make aluminum blend? Well, apparently the answer is no. Okay. Probably because you were a regular pattern. Alright. One more time. Resonant upgrade, please. There we go. Okay. Yeah, you can make this now. So, what about a Signalum upgrade? Don't have any cryothium dust. That's right. So, we need to get cryothium dust. That's going to be blizz powder, snowballs, and redstone. That's going to be difficult. You can make that with experience, but I'm not getting any experience. Not sure I want to get any either. Let's see. Blizz rods. Yep. Fluid transport with experience. Well, that's a problem. How are we going to get blizz powder? Where do you come from? Any way to get a blizz? Hey, we've got freezing dolls. Drop in a barrel of pyrotheum to spawn a blizz. Good old Nihilo Creatio. You're always thinking about me. Okay. So, yeah, we can make pyrotheum, I think. So, yeah, let's make one of these guys. And don't have any snowballs, though. Do you have any snow? You do. let's change the glacial precipitator to making snowballs. And then we'll make a pattern for snow from that if we need to use it. So let's get a detector. And we're going to say that you run on a low signal. And if you have fewer than, I don't know, 256 snowballs, you're going to run. So how many do you have? Okay, I must be doing that wrong somehow. If you have less than 256 snowballs, but you don't, right? I'm an idiot. I see, these guys turn off with a redstone signal, and I'm used to being the other way around, but I made them, but yeah, I can't change these, but I can change these. So I decided to flip it and say, if you're on, I want you to stop running. So usually it's on when they are running, but on means I'm turning you off, which has confused me somewhat. Okay, there we go. Lots of snowballs. And we'll make a pattern to get snow from that. Let's see here. Let's make a pattern for snow. There we go. So if we need snow for whatever reason, like rune crafting, we'll have it. And we'll always have snowballs. So, where did that leave us off? Making a freezing doll? Okay, yeah, we can make that now. Excellent. Drop in a barrel of pyrotheum. We don't have any pyrotheum. Can we make pyrotheum? We have some. We can't make it. Let's be able to make that on demand too. So, a blazing pyrotheum bucket. Let's get one of those guys. And then the liquid itself is going to be pyrotheum dust and a magma crucible. That makes sense. And then, can we make pyrotheum dust? Yes, we can. Okay, so you're going to be my fluid filter recipe. And you're going to be for making pyrotheum. So let's get this bucket. And I may want more of that at some point, so let's make sure it's always keeping one of those in stock. We are starting to run low on pattern space. I hate reaching the top ones. Wow, just these last 4. Alright. Okay. Are you actually making that? Says you are. Let's hope that's true. Yeah. Okay. So we've got a bucket of blazing pyrotheum. We don't have an empty barrel though. We were using these. They're already filled with lava. Where's a barrel? Nowhere? Yeah, I think nowhere. Let's make one. Stone slabs, please. Thank you. Yeah, let's get a barrel. And we'll get a lasso. And we're going to put this guy. Don't know that it really matters that much. Just, there's no symmetry there. I should have put them 3 apart. Oh, the crazy runs deep. The crazy runs deep. No symmetry here either. This whole field has to go. There's no symmetry here. I can't handle that. Where am I gonna put this, really? Put it anywhere. It doesn't matter. You know what? You're going right here. There you go. So, will he use up the pyrotheum? I'm not sure. I think they use up the lava, but I forgot because he always gets more lava, so. Alright. Says the tank's empty. It doesn't look empty. Whatever. I made an upgrade of the tiny mob farm. He is now a diamond mob farm, and that's nice. Yep, it does use that up. Cool. That's nice for a couple reasons. One, it is deterministic. There's a 100% chance to lose 1 durability of the lasso each time it runs. Now, that sounds like a bad thing, but there was a chance to lose 2 durability. So, yeah, now we're only going to lose 1. We're always going to lose 1, but we'll only ever lose 1. So, and we get it every 10 seconds now. So, in 42 and some amount minutes, we will have a bunch of blizz rods. So, yeah. And now we can pulverize those and get the blizz powder. I think. Yep, there it goes. Alright, so we can use these guys to get blizz powder. And we're going to pulverize it because, you know, why not? Alright, so let's make that recipe. I don't want you to talk about the snowball. I only care about the blizz powder. Alright, you go in the pulverizer. It's the first pattern I've had that wasn't just like doing one of these things. Alright, so yeah, there we go. So in a little while we'll have enough blizz rods that I can auto craft the stuff on demand. We don't have enough right now. So what we're going to do now is get a Signalum upgrade. No, we're not yet. Because we're not quite there yet. That was only step 1. That was getting the blizz pad. Now we have to get the Cryothium dust. So let's get that too. Which, there we go. Put some more patterns in there. Okay. Now, can we get a Signalum upgrade? Let's find out. Yes, now we can. So what are you crafting up? I think you may be done, actually. Yep, there you are. So there we go. And resonant upgrade. And what else do I want? I want 2 more reception coils. And so right now, I'm going to upgrade this guy. I'll upgrade all of them. But right now, this is the guy. Nope, this is the guy. I need to make gravel faster. So there we are. He now uses 280. Nope, 320. 300. Alright. Not bad. Not bad. Let's see here. Processing a lot faster now. So, we'll see if that keeps up. If not, I'll have to add another machine of some kind. Either another pulverizer or the auto hammer or something. I don't know. We could see which one's faster, the auto hammer or this guy. Because I assumed once he was upgraded, this guy would be faster. That may not be the case. Let's get the auto hammer and find out. Because if the auto hammer's faster, or close to as fast, he uses less power. That might be a good thing. And we have 3 of them, so why not, right? What am I getting? Cobblestone? Okay. So let's see here. I think I'm going to take that up for just a minute. If I remember what my keys are. Okay. So, put you there. You're going to have one of those guys. We're going to change that. And this guy has a signal on him right now, which is not what we want. So, let's just flip it. And then we're going to need to time this guy and see how long he takes to make some compressed gravel for me. There we go. And go. He does pretty well. It's roughly 13 seconds. So, what about you? That's about 9 seconds. That's more than twice as much power used, and we're not getting twice as fast. So realistically, this is a bad idea. Because if I use the pulverizer like this, we could actually use 2 auto hammers, and that would be faster and take less power. So, yeah, that's what we ought to do. So I'll probably switch that between episodes. Right now, I'm not going to do that, but yeah, I think this is not the best idea. Okay, so you're going to go back to saying more than that, and we're going to break you, put things back to where they were for the time being. But it looks like the auto hammers are better than these pulverizers. I did not think that would be the case. That's okay. We'll have use for them. Maybe. I don't know. If we don't, we don't. That's fine. Let's go put the stuff up. So, yeah, what else do we need to accomplish right now? Basically just trying to get more gravel. And we found a way to do that. So, yeah. How are you guys coming, by the way? Yeah. You're full because you're not using you very much. You are more than halfway full because you were empty. I used a mantel to get this guy back up to half full. So he's only barely over half full. But even though we're doing all this transmuting to get more gravel, or to get more TNT, it's still a net positive. So, pretty happy with how that turns out. Okay. Well, you know what? I think that's a good wrapping up point for today's episode. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I'd appreciate a like, maybe even a subscribe. And I will see you next time.